I'm going to try to show you several things in under 5 minutes. We can use the mouse or the arrow key to move around. I'm moving the mouse out of the way for now. I like the arrow keys better. To enter the formula, we start with an equal sign, and then we can use the arrow keys. And let's say what's going into column C3, or C5, I'm sorry, is going to be whatever's in B6. Okay, enter. So 2 was in here in B6, and we get a 2 for B6. I can copy that, notice the little blue dotted line, and then I can jump to where I want to paste it, copy, Control C, then paste, and I'm going to paste it to all 3 of those places. And I tell it that by starting at the top or the bottom, hold the Shift key down and select those cells, and then hit Control V, and it pastes the formula. Even here, it pasted it. Hit F2 to enter the edit mode, and see there's a formula there. Enter to enter back. If I put a 0, if I put a 0 here, it shows up here because the formula refers to there. Okay, so each of these, if I hit F2, each of them refers to the number to the left and down. Alright, now let's do another formula here, equals this number plus this number. Once again, Control C copies it to the clipboard, Control V pastes it, and F2 shows you how each formula refers to the 2 cells to the left added together. Now, there's a problem here. If you're in F2 mode and try to Control C, it doesn't work. Okay, so Control C works there, but if I'm in the F2 mode, Control C doesn't do anything. You'll see that up here too. I can copy and paste that, but if I'm in the edit mode, where you can see I can move the cursor, I can't hit Control C and paste it. I'm pasting because it's still in the clipboard from when I pasted this one. It stays in the clipboard for a long time until something else goes in there. If you want to undo, hit Control Z as many times as you want to go backwards. Okay. Now let me just show you a little trick with copy and edit mode. If I wanted to say this equals the sum, the formulas that are already built in Google Sheets. So this will sum every number from B5 to B8. I type equals sum in the parentheses and then select what I want in that sum. I don't need to add the last parentheses, I can enter that, and that's the sum. And now I could also do the standard deviation with a similar formula, equals STDEV, and start my parentheses. That gets it ready to say where do you want, what numbers do you want to go there, and I can enter those numbers. But the trick would be to copy that section of what's in the cell, B5 to B8, with Control C. Now I can go anywhere and say, what is the count of those numbers? And hit Control V, and then I get the count. Or I could go anywhere and say, what's the minimum of those numbers equals min. Control V, and that formula, F2, refers to what's here. So there is a way, if you're in the edit mode, to copy a portion of what you want and paste just that later. And you can use that to your advantage if you're setting up formulas like that. Okay, we'll stop there. Last thing I want to show you now is how different and how useful cut and paste of a formula is. So here, once again, we have a formula referring to a cell over to the left and down one. If I come in there fresh and Control X to cut and Control V to paste, Notice F2, this still refers to the same cell that was over to the left and down. And I can do the same with a more complicated formula. Control X to copy it out of there, Control V to paste it out, but it still refers to the same two numbers. Here's a formula that referred to this number and this number. It keeps track of the numbers that I move. So I can even go back to here, move that one over to here, and this formula that was here now refers to that number. This formula refers to, what number was it? Where did that formula go? Down here. Okay, so what was here referred to these two cells, but when I moved this down to here and then cut this and moved it, they all keep track of each other. So cut and paste can be very useful for doing a bunch of formulas in an easy way and then putting the numbers later wherever you want them. So remember that.